Yo, yeah, Jack, are you frozen? Sam, are you there? Yeah, Jack, are you frozen? Sam, are you there? Yeah, Jack, are you frozen? Sam, are you there? What are we even doing here?
Yo, Wi-Fi fighting, but they holding it down. How about them J-era Maz ballers running Beantown? They say these guys are ridiculous, yet probably true. Like the 23 Celtics, they got a deep crew. Pregame Polly Papa trying to make some bank. Professor Pete repping Latvia, KP the thank. RJ's on the email taking fools to college. Joey, Matt, Timo, Robin, let's acknowledge. What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Checking Sam, talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here? In the garden, fighting for a quiet spot. Jack's taking notes while the crowd gets hot. Irate, insightful, not a diplomat. Sam's got a long list and it's just for rats. Rat list your Wi-Fi, rat list your dog. Rat list Barney, rat list LeBron. Rat list the traffic, rat list the song. Rat list that's getting too long. What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Checking Sam, talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here? Might think they're chill, but don't get it twisted. They're not just hustling, they're highly gifted. Still new to the scene and making their mark. It's a humble beginning, it's a hero's arc. Sam's keeping it real with the Starkey vibe, but he's all in with Jack when it's time to ride. Yo, ass hat in the chat, Jack says don't come back. He's got zero patience for nonsense attacks. What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Checking Sam, talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? We're taking the crown. Jack and Sam talking Celtics and breaking it down. Competition can't keep up, they're starting to frown. What are we even doing here?
Hey, we made it. Happy Sunday. Happy Celtics might be third place in the East Day.
Might be.
NBA. Happy Amari Williams triple-double.
Nah, for real. Nah, I was just watching that. He out now because it's a blowout. But nah, yeah, we almost there, man. We almost there. Almost time.
25 with 2:42 left. Miami tepid. That's not actually their name. Right there, it's like Sioux Falls Skyforce or something like that.
It's College Park Hawks or something like that.
Oh, it's College Park. Okay,
something like that.
Miami Tepid would be a great G League name.
Yeah,
like
that
it was just ever so slightly less warm than the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is out now, so we can catch the stream. Thank you, Jared. Very, very true. But yeah, Celtics big opportunity in front of them today. Toronto, third place in the East. It's on the line. Toronto has been definitely way better than everybody would have expected this year, except Jack. Jack was in on the Raptors. He was a fan of the Raptors. He thought they'd be good last year. They just had too many injuries to really compete. Now they're 15-9. They have not played great over their last 10. They're 6-4, but they have been like a team's team. This is like the no true superstar team, but everybody that's at the top is going to contribute.
Yeah, the Raptors were doing really well. I think they had a streak of like winning like 9 straight. And then, as you said, they've cooled off a little bit. 6-4 in their last 10. But early on in the season, it was a lot of ball movement. Like Darko has those guys really playing well. Last time I checked, they were 4th in assists with 30 a game. I don't know if they dropped down into this streak. Because but like Scotty Barnes has been amazing this season. He's been doing everything. They're second in assists now with 30. So some other teams have dropped down. But Brandon Ingram has been scoring. He's been providing that playmaking for the team. Emmanuel quickly has been shooting good for some time now. And I believe RJ Barrett was out the last couple of games. I don't know if he's playing.
He's out.
He's out. Okay, yeah.
I foolishly put him on the thumbnail.
It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, Jacoby Walter has been starting in this place these last couple of games. So we'll see what that is. But yeah, the Raptors have been good to start the season, but the Celtics are right on their tail, and this will be a battle for third place in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I also think Emmanuel quickly is supposed to be out today as well.
Okay.
He's sick, as am I. What are you gonna do?
What is that? Jamal Shead?
Probably. Jamal Shead, by the way, who was a real pain in the ass in the preseason game that these two teams played at the Garden.
Yeah, he is a dog, bro. So if he's starting, there's probably a chance their defense gets a lot better. Obviously not the score that Emmanuel quickly is, but he's a traditional point guard that hounds yards 94 feet. So yeah, him and Jacoby Walter could be there starting backward today. Is Jakob still out? I know he was out last game.
Let me pull it up. Let's see, because I may have some wrong information. RJ is saying that quickly is probable. My bad, team.
No, you good. You good. So yeah,
Time to pull up
Toronto
my
has a lot of
notebook, 'cause
pieces.
they always got me.
Yeah, this
Raptors start quickly. Walter, Ingram, Barnes, Pirtle. So I was wrong about quickly,
and
Pirtle was also hit.
Okay, so yeah, we'll see them more full strength than they have been these last couple of games. So it should be exciting.
Yeah, and I think getting another good test is important for the Celtics team, at least like from where we sit, where we're like, we have to dissect every game and be like, they're good, they're not good, they're going to win the title, they're not going to win the title. Getting like another real sample size where we can be like, whoa, they just beat another great Eastern Conference team. They can really compete with these teams, which is something that you and I have talked about quite a bit. We've seen each other each of the last 2 days, and we've talked about where the Celtics line up in the East. You've said there is no team out here that really moves you in a 7-game series. And Toronto is obviously one of the ones that people would be talking about, especially considering they are towards the top of the East. They're competing for this 3rd spot today. Not that it matters. There's still like 60 games left before the actual playoff seeding. But yeah, like if they win against the Raptors today with the stakes being high, I'm sure Toronto is going to want to win this game. Like they have a very similar identity to the Celtics, especially this season Celtics, where it's like they want to prove themselves. Like last year, they were did they make the play-in last year?
I believe so.
Remember.
I believe so.
So play-in team last year, and now they're all of a sudden taking this leap, and people are trying to be like, they're not real, they're not real, they're not real. This is a good chance to prove that they are.
Yeah, I like Colin Murray polls too. I liked him coming out of the draft. It's like they have they're just like trying to clone Scotty again, like with a Colin Murray poll. So yeah, I like the guys that they have on their team. No RJ, you said, and everybody else seems to be healthy. So this should be a good game. There's something else I wanted to say. I kind of forgot, but
Colin Murray Boyles was one of my guys going to the draft. I mean, like it's really easy to pick somebody that's supposed to be a lottery pick when you're like going into the Celtics 28th selection. And you're like, whoa, what if they traded up and got this guy? But I just thought he was an intriguing player. Felt like he was going to be a potential winning guy down the stretch. He plays defense. Like every year, there's someone that they're like, watch out, he could be Draymond. But that was a lot of the comps that he was supposedly getting going into this one. And then he was Ujiri's parting gift to the Raptors.
Yeah.
And then they
and I think this would be an interesting. I think Jordan Walsh will play great as he has been for a long time, but Brandon Ingram is like a different type of player than he's been checking, because like he's been guarding the Tyrese Maxey's, the Austin Reeves, those guys. Yeah, Jordan Walsh, yes. Where like those guys are like primary handlers, and like they're like smaller guards, quick guards, and I think like Brandon Ingram has got to like ultimately he's going to get to his spot, but I think Walsh is basically the same size and length as him too, and I think Walsh is like he could get into some foul trouble with like Ingram because he's a slower guy and he likes to pump fake and like do the mid-range thing, but like Walsh could give him some problems, and if he can speed up Brandon Ingram, like that would be really good for us.
Is this like the mid-range lover's dream game with Jalen and Brandon Ingram?
Yeah, Jalen, Brandon Ingram. Yeah, this is gonna be ethical hoops, man.
Ethical hoops on a Sunday. We love it.
They say
holy hoops. Yeah, I mean, just hoping that the Celtics could just build and continue to build. Like we have completely drank the Kool-Aid this entire week. They exceeded expectations. Didn't expect them to beat the Knicks on Tuesday without OG, but besides that, they were healthy. They came to play. They made things extremely hard on Jalen Brunson. They took care of business against the Wizards without Jalen, with the without Jalen piece of that being maybe the biggest question mark surrounding this team the entire season. I know when we've talked in the past, you've mentioned, and it's the Wizards, but you've mentioned if Jalen is to get hurt and they lose him, then the people that doubted this team going into the season they're going to be vindicated. Their low win totals are going to be met because it's going to be really hard for the Celtics to win games without Jalen. Not only do they win, but they blow the doors off Washington. They put up the highest point total by any team. And then Friday, they don't fall for the trap game against the Lakers. They just come out and kick ass, and they never even really let the lead go away. It goes to 15 in the fourth quarter, and we all get a little nervous because we have PTSD. But beyond that, it's just like, oh, they took care of business as a good team should against a team that's missing players.
Yeah, man. Listen, they missed Cater for 2 games, and they won those games. And again, yes, it's the Wizards, but they beat them by 45. They also had a lot of injuries, but listen, man, they just is what it is. This team, listen, at the very least, I thought the team was going to be very competitive. Like, is what it is. Now, were they going to be probably, well, actually, with this latest stretch, I don't think it's surprising that they're 14-9 right now. Again, you just have to hope that they stay relatively healthy. And yeah, but this team's offense is like, especially with like Derek and Payton, like starting off the season kind of slow. The offensive, like, they've been top 10 throughout the whole season with those guys not really shooting great. A lot of credit to Jaylen Brown, a lot of credit to Joe Mazzulla too. So yeah, I like where this team is headed.
Yeah, and to your point about the season long success is, even when things weren't going well, the advanced stats still told us all that this was supposedly a good team. Like, they were in the top 10 in net rating despite not being able to shoot the ball or rebound the ball. Like, I remember asking Mazzulla about it, and he was like, yeah, we're just like really good at doing the margins, and they are. And now that they're actually making shots, you're really seeing that pay dividends, and it's been a really fun watch for all of us over the last week. Up in Toronto, I feel like these afternoon games are always just kind of weird. And also up in Toronto, Peyton Pritchard usually plays really well. So if I know Jack's not here, but if you're doing prize picks or Papa Tom parlays, keep my eyes on Pritchard. Just feels like he loves to play against the Raptors.
Jamal Shea kind of gives me a little. Well, no. Quickly's there.
He's no Asar Thompson.
Yeah. He'll play, but he's not starting. So yeah, Pritchard always usually plays well against Toronto. That was 2 years ago when he like went ballistic against them, but like he's always had pretty solid performances against them. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this game. Yeah, Sunday 3:30. I'm glad it's a little earlier and it's not like 7:00. So I'm cool with that. But yeah, the Raptors have surprised a lot of people. They just play really good team ball. Again, Scotty Barnes has been doing everything for this team. If they get an all-star. Oh, also fast break. We have to stop the fast break in this game. They get the ball. Everybody can go except for Purdue. They are number 1 in the NBA in fast break points. Number 1. So they pass the ball, they force turnovers, and they run in transition. We have to get back in transition. So if a call doesn't go our way, we gotta just get back. Like, because they average 20 points in transition this year. So we just have to go. We just have to get back.
It has been an area where the Celtics do get beat, especially when they weren't playing well. Like, they were giving up a ton of transition points. Just to go back to the Pritchard point, last year they visited the Raptors January 15th and February 25th. Pritchard in both of those games, 20 points. So he likes to play up there. Don't know what it is. Yeah. Maybe it's a logo. Maybe he's got some kind of grudge against the franchise, but he's been very good, and he'll get the start today. Have probably the biggest role he's had in a visit to Toronto. But yeah, the pace of the Raptors is something to watch for today. The Celtics need to do a good job of combating that. They need to hit the glass, and hopefully they're able to control that. They've really found something with Walsh. He's a legitimate athletic rebounder, where it's the same thing that Minot brought, but Walsh is just giving you more consistent, less chaotic fouling on defense that allows him to be the starter. But that athletic ability to rebound is so much different than like somebody like Nimi having to box out and use his strength in positioning rather than just, being able to get bailout boards.
Yeah, and I think that's the underrated part about being a center is that like Nimi probably does a lot more of the like actual like clearing out. And then you have Jordan and you have Josh, you have Jaylen Brown like coming in and swooping in. So Nimi might average a certain amount of rebounds per game, but the work that he's doing like actually boxing out guys and moving them so those guys can swoop in and get those rebounds is really important. Also the Celtics have been really good on the offensive glass. Like Jordan is a guy that corner crashes, Josh corner crashes, Ugo corner crashes. But this Raptors team has a lot of size. The Knicks game when we made Jalen Brunson struggle on the offensive side, on the defensive side, they put him on like Walsh and Minot, so he didn't have to check guys like Jalen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, you know what I'm saying? And what those guys were doing after they screened, they were attacking the glass because there's no way that a 6'1" Jalen Brunson should be keeping Jordan Walsh, Josh Minot, and those guys off of the offensive glass. So I'm interested to see how that works in this game with the Raptors guys who are tall, athletic, and things like that.
It's an interesting point because last season you didn't really see the smallest, worst defender get put on the non right. like the two star players in Boston were wings, Tatum and Brown.
Yeah, you couldn't do that.
Like Jalen Brunson would probably guard Drew Holiday, and like he would just stand in the corner on Drew. I mean, Drew did more on offense than someone like Jordan Walsh. Yeah, like they would still try and get him involved, but the rebounding aspect is an interesting catch for sure. I'm interested to see how it goes in Toronto today. I'm just so enamored with this team's ability to win games, and you just know they're going to play hard. I do wonder how sustainable the 3-point shooting is from Walsh and also Josh Minot. Walsh just who doesn't miss anymore. But yeah. Minot, he's just taking all the shots. He's comfortable. He has no hesitation. There was a moment in the Lakers game where I think he airballed one or missed one, and then the next one hit the side of the backboard. And I was like, oh my God, am I seeing the unraveling with my own eyes today? But no, he came out in the second half and he made his shots again. So whatever confident serum Joe Mazzulla has these guys taking, it's working.
Yeah, I saw in the preseason, like he would shoot like some like contested ones. I was like, all right, buddy, let's stick to the open ones, brother. Like let's get those going. And he's just, again, like you say, he's just not hesitating at all, shooting 44% on 3 attempts. Like, hey man, listen, brother. If you gonna keep shooting like that, I ain't got nothing to say to you. But yeah, Jordan Walsh he's made like 19 of his last 21 or something like that. I thought I saw. He's shooting 45% from 3 on like just under 2 attempts a game. He was 4 for 5 last game against the Lakers. JJ came out and said, hey man, there's some people that we would rather shoot than other people, and Jordan Walsh was one of those guys that they were fine with letting him shoot, and he made them pay. So if Jordan Walsh, Josh Minot can not even keep shooting like this, but if they can be above like 36% for the year, like that would be amazing.
Yeah, Walsh 45% from 3 over the last 11 games. Minot 53% from 3 over the last 11 on the season. Minot is the better shooter of the two at nearly 44%, as you said. But Walsh is still up at 45. He's just been pretty consistent. He doesn't take as high of a volume as Minot does, but he's been reliable. I mean, you mentioned at the Lakers game, they were begging him to shoot, and he just made them pay. It wasn't like oh, man, I'm so nervous, and like I don't know what to do now that they've actually given me the ball. Like, no, he's ready. And I really feel you can see the minutes and the opportunity getting to these guys where in the past when Walsh would get out there, 1, he probably wasn't completely ready for it, but 2, he always felt like he had to prove himself, had to show Joe something to make him give him more minutes down the line. Now that there's like a mutual trust there, it makes it so much easier for these guys to go out and play games. And like, it's the same for Minot, who spent the last 3 seasons on the bench in Minnesota. Like so far this season through 22 appearances, he's taken more total 3-point attempts than he did with the Timberwolves in his entire Timberwolves tenure. Like that is crazy increase in opportunity.
Yeah, man. He was just one of those guys that was at the end of the bench. He really only played in garbage time. And there was like a couple games where he got like some actual time in the game. And those were the games that I was like watching heavy when we had picked him up. And I was like, okay, the same stuff he's doing in garbage time, he's doing in the real game. So like this could translate to something, right? And of course, I didn't see a lot of the offensive stuff. The only thing that he was able to do in those games was like drive. And because he's like 6'8", he's athletic as shit. And like those were things that he could do. But the shooting, like there was no way to know that he would be able to shoot this good, even this early into the into the season. Like he's averaging 3 threes a game in 14-9 in 23 games. So like even like that sample size is nowhere near I thought he would be.
Did you see the clip of Blake Griffin talking about stumbling upon Missoula doing karate at the practice facility?
No.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Boys are just afraid that Joe will karate chop them. Wait, what? No.
So
this
Blake
doesn't
Griffin
surprise me at all, though.
Yeah, he was on the Prime broadcast on Friday
after
the Lakers game. Let's see if the audio on this is actually good. Let me listen quick, and then I'll share it. Yeah, all right, it's not bad. All right, incoming. Stand by. Copyright Amazon, just so everyone knows. Is this it? Yes. All right. Here we go. Blake Griffin on Joe.
This is his first year, right? He's just taken over. And I would come in early before practice, get my lift in, and the practice facility, the weight room's in the back, and there was kind of a dead space over on the side. I'm in there lifting one morning. Nobody else is in there. Just me and the strength coach, and I hear, I'm like, what's going on? And our strength coach goes, oh, Joe's back there practicing karate. And I go, what? So I walk back there, and Joe's like, hey, what's up, PG? This is my sensei. Nice to meet you. Get back to work.
Did they bow?
Yeah.
Did they bow?
That's like the Joe Mazzulla, like his press conferences, the way he talks, his sense of humor, that is all 100% genuine. And you know, favorite Joe Mazzulla thing is.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
He's hilarious. And it really, like, you feel that with Joe. Like, you feel that he's being authentic with you at all times. But I'm so bummed they never got Blake a ring. Like, if there's one piece of Celtics memorabilia I wish I had, which I don't, it would be a Blake Griffin, like, T-shirt jersey. Because Blake Griffin has become one of my favorite players since he was here. I think he has an awesome sense of humor. I think he's awesome on TV. Like, really good media guy. But bummed they didn't get him a ring. Very sad.
Yeah, I like Blake. Like, I didn't really start, like, absolutely liking Blake until, like, his transfer. Like, his transformation as an offensive player is one of the best that I've ever seen. From a guy that was just from a guy that was just like, oh, he's athletic as hell. He's one of the most athletic guys we've seen in a long time. To like a guy that can do legit everything on the offensive side of the ball. Can handle, can pass, can score in the post, can hit a jump shot. Like, all that was so great. And then he came to the Celtics. He was old, but he was still hustling. Like, he was a great media guy. He was funny, all that stuff. So, yeah, no, we love Blake Griffin over here. Too bad we couldn't get him a ring.
There was a great moment where I think Thanasis, like, headbutted him or something. And he was like making fun of him. He, like, put Jalen's mask on that day.
That was funny.
Tremendous content from Blake. Do you think Joe purposely practices karate in front of the team? I actually wouldn't be shocked if he did. I could see it as like you respect my authority type of things. Yeah, one of my biggest L takes was Blake should have made that team. That's just me, Jared.
No. And like the thing about Joe is like I've only been like around Joe one time, like one singular time, and like everybody was in there talking for 10 minutes. As soon as Joe came in, everybody was like, and we just all, I was like, oh shit. He walked these, it was, hey man, I don't, and like the thing about Joe's like sense of humor is that he's dead serious. Like even if he's like making a joke, he's dead ass serious. And I think that's what makes it really funny because like it doesn't look like he's joking. It doesn't sound like he's joking because he's serious. And it's just like he's a different type of guy, man.
There was one. Damn, I don't remember what the question was. Or maybe no, you know what it was? It was when the kid asked him about like having fun, and he gave him that like, long roundabout, like that fun doesn't exist answer.
What's your perception of fun, basically?
And he was like, fun doesn't exist, but like he realized it was like a kid, so he tried to still give the kid a good answer. But like he just spent a minute and a half talking about how fun isn't a real thing. But it was so funny watching like veteran reporters like try not to laugh. Like Gary, try not to laugh. Like Gary is like a serious guy. Like he's a cool guy, but like he's very professional. But like seeing him have to hold back was funny. What's funny about the Joe thing is, from my perspective, the feeling that you got, like when he came in and the air came out the room, that used to be way worse. Like before the media game happened this year, which I was not at, but like a lot of people on the beat were. There was even more. Like the podium, I don't know what it was like at Capital One Arena, but like at the Garden, the podium is now on the ground. Like he's not elevated. It used to be elevated, and our seats were different. But he changed all that, and like he seems like he really appreciates us, and like as much as it was funny, like he made fun of Jack, like I think like him making fun of Jack is like the way he shows respect. Like that's like, okay, I accept you. And you know, Jack was able to give it back to him, and like it was a funny moment. So he always tells the truth, has deadpan humor. Absolutely, RJ. Sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
No, you good. Yeah, it wasn't even really a podium at Capital One. Well, I mean, he's kind of on this like elevation thing, but it's like not really anything. But it was just like a table and a mic and a seat. Like, it wasn't really anything. So, but if I remember correctly, I think Brian Keefe was like an actual like, you know what I'm saying? So, maybe that's just how they do the visiting team thing. But yeah, so you know, I do remember seeing it and hearing about that after the coaching staff media game, that he was like they're kind of on the same level, kind of stuff like that. So yeah, I did appreciate that, and that was cool. Well, I didn't appreciate it because I wasn't there yet, but yeah, no, yeah, I did. It was cool to see. It was good to see.
I let him know that you appreciated it next time.
It was cool. It was cool to see.
Other action today kind of matters for the Celtics. The Knicks just beat the Magic. Knicks
Franz,
second in the East. Franz went out with a really weird, funky looking knee injury. Looks like he got smoked. People are saying really bad things about it. People guessing ACL. But Orlando is now a half game behind Boston. Boston wins. They will be a full game behind Boston. Highlight of the day: Desmond Bane just throwing the ball off
the fuck
OG.
Is that? What, like, he didn't even he didn't even have to save the ball. He was comfortably inbounds. He wasn't falling, and he's just like he just beamed it at OG, and I'm just like he honestly, he should have got ejected for this shit. Honestly, bro. Like, look,
here we go.
So, like, he's not falling out of bounds. He doesn't have to do that. There's no reason for him to do that. No reason at all. He should have got ejected, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You see how far the ball went? Let me see if I can put it back. The ball goes. Let's see. Where does it hit OG? Okay, so you can still see the ball here. Hits him in the back.
Like, bro,
this looks like the POV from the catcher after a home run gets hit.
Bro, that's some recoil. Like, and then he's like, "What did I do? Like, why did you push me? What? I don't know." So it was weird, bro.
And then after the game, they embraced, and everybody was laughing, which was so bizarre. Like, I feel like you don't do that unless you hate the guy. You don't whip the ball off the dude's back for no reason.
He did not have to save the ball. He was comfortably in bounds. So I don't know, man. The Knicks, like, if I was there to score, would have. I thought that so many times. I would have hit.
I like to tell myself that. That's the perk of not being there.
Yeah. That's perk of not being there. I would have cut the lead to 89 or some shit. I don't know.
We would have been Chris Paul. We would have hit a huge three to cut it to like 32 or whatever the meme is.
Like, that whole time, I was like, man, I wish I was playing in that game. I was thinking that the entire time. But yeah, no, it was cool.
I'm watching this Lakers fan. Jack ratioed the fuck out of a Lakers fan, and it's Reeves hitting like a tough fall away jumper over Shireman. The guy's like, he cooked his ass, and Jack quotes and goes, "He cooked his ass," and it's a clip of Shireman playing awesome defense.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, like, I had a blue check mark, I was like, okay, he's just like trying to rage bait people in the commenting and stuff. So I was like, but I'm glad Jack. I'm glad Jack said something, because everybody's like, bro, he's just playing great. He just hit a shot. Like, it's cool. But he played great defense the entire time. But that's how some
he didn't even get him out of place.
Yeah, that's just how some Twitter accounts are. I was like, yeah, he's one of those. So I'm just not even about to. Yeah.
All right, we can wrap it up there. Any final thoughts before the game, Nick? Anything you're looking for? Anything you want to plug? Thank you very much for coming out on Sunday. Are the Cowboys even on yet? Or are they playing later?
No, we played Thursday. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the Cowboys were
was a
playing
lot of
while I
fun.
was at the Cowboys were playing while I was at the game, and I was like trying to I couldn't really check it until like halftime, and it was so sad. So yeah, but
Do
no,
you like college football at all? Like not the video game, like the actual thing.
No, I like college football. I haven't been watching as much as I should have, but I am starting to watch more now that things are heating up. So yeah.
Duke just ruined the playoff yesterday. It was crazy.
Yeah, they definitely just did. But no, nothing to plug right now. Most likely gonna have some after the Raptors game. Looking for the Celtics to contain the Raptors and fast break. The Raptors ball movement is very good, so the Celtics are gonna have to make multiple efforts defensively. I want to see how the gambles pay off in this game. So yeah, that's about it.
All right, perfect. Well, thanks everyone coming out. I don't think I'm going to be on the morning show tomorrow. I might be, depending on if Jack wants to wait for me. But if not, Jack will have a game recap from the Raptors game. We'll be back Tuesday with a full pod. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like. Forgot to tell everyone to leave a like today. So if you're still here, leave a like.
Please leave a like, please.
That's it for us. Here's Joe. Bye.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your